What's good, y'all? It's your boy Smith. Today we're gonna be looking at some videos that might have you trying to figure out how to sleep again. But before we get into it, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. Push this video that an algorithm, help us build out this community. Anyways, let's go.
Miren, amigos, son casi las 3 de la madrugada. La cámara detectó. Y miren, es mi hijo. ¿Ya viste?
Sí, sí, pues.
Y aquí está, miren. Voy a bajar a ver.
¿Vas a bajar?
Sí.
Con cuidado.
No manches.
¿Qué es eso, güey? No, mi amor.
Mira.
Ah, la
Oh,
máquina.
máquina,
No.
Ah, su máquina, no mames.
manches.
No mames, no
Sí,
mames.
Se escuchó que lo estábamos viendo.
Ahí, vigila la cámara, vigila
Ay,
la cámara.
sí.
Vigila la cámara, vigila la cámara. Está bien cañón todo esto, amigos. Sea lo que sea eso, nos quiere engañar, pero no lo va a lograr. Miren, casi las 3 de la mañana, como parpadean las luces. Se escucha que está hablando.
Papá, háblame. Papá,
¿Quién eres?
soy tu hijo Ernesto.
No es cierto.
Sí, soy tu hijo.
No.
Sí,
¿Por qué dices eso?
soy tu hijo, papá, háblame.
Tú no eres mi hijo, no digas mentiras.
Sí, soy tu hijo.
No lo eres, mi hijo está allá adentro.
Claro que no, yo soy tu hijo.
No,
Yo soy tu hijo.
no vas a engañarme, no me vas a engañar.
Tu hijo.
No lo eres.
Soy tu hijo.
Quiero que te vayas.
Yo soy tu hijo.
Vete de aquí.
Yo soy tu hijo.
Lárgate de aquí.
No,
Lárgate de aquí.
soy tu hijo.
No eres.
Yo soy tu hijo.
Mentiroso. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. Tú no eres de aquí. Es mentiroso. Es mentiroso.
Now, I don't know what was said, right? But from what I see is we see there is footage of his son outside knocking on the door, but his son is inside sleeping right beside him. This might be one of those skinwalker situations or whatever. I don't know what these things are called or what mimics, right? I don't know what this is. And y'all know me, normally I'm like, hey, me and my boomstick is going to investigate. There ain't nothing we can't figure out, right? It might be bigger than him, it might be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than him and me. We gonna go figure this out. But this is a child. I don't know what to do in this situation, right? I don't just go kicking around with the boomstick when it's a kid outside, right? This is a very strange situation, and if for my Spanish-speaking people out there, if y'all know what's going on in this situation, what they're saying, let me know. But from what I've seen, it looks like the child is outside on camera and inside in bed at the same time.
I may or may not have climbed up because there's no stairs. Oh fuck! Oh fucking shit! Oh! Oh!
Yeah, it looked like he walked up on a full-fledged person. Like that dude was still serving his life sentence. He got served. He got served a life sentence and maybe an afterlife sentence. I don't know. I don't know. He's still in there. Y'all might want to free him though. Free my homie. Free my homie Shadow Man. He ain't did nothing wrong. Hey, y'all, that one got me, right? Like I ain't scared or nothing like that, but what, like, how do you explain that? Literally looks like a disembodied head just floating in the doorway. I don't know, and it doesn't look like a child's head, right? Like it looks to be the size of an adult's head floating in. This is weird. This is just strange. I don't know how. I don't even know how to explain this. What do y'all think is going on in this video? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was incredibly just chilling. That it was just creepy. Just the fact that there was probably AI more than likely, right? But that was no. I don't like that. That's that was I ain't like that one. Man, all of those situations were crazy, right? Especially the one where the dude looked under the bed and there was nothing under there. But then when he went to get back up, something popped out from that. That was kind of crazy. I don't know how valid any of this is. I would say the first one was probably fake, right? Um, I can't say for the other two; those look a little more real, but still in the same right with AI doing what it does. I can't tell really anyway, but nonetheless, that was some creepy footage.
I don't know. It might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost? You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost? Yo, that wasn't even a person.
Junebug, chill out. I ain't got time for this.
Yo, did we catch a ghost on stream?
Bro, stop.
No, stop it. Stop it.
Junebug,
Run it
chill
back.
out.
I gotta
I'm
run it
alone.
back. Looking at it right now. I'm looking at
I'm
it.
gonna
I'm
go
looking,
look at
I'm
it
looking.
right now
What
because
ghost? I don't see
what?
Oh shit!
Bro,
What? Junebug, what happened?
that
What?
was not a person, bro.
What the fuck did y'all see? I'm not playing no more.
Nah, J Rob, boy, what, so you
I
just
don't
agreed
know.
on?
That look like you might got a ghost, bro.
Bro,
I'm
chill out, bro.
Oh, nah, I'm
Hey.
lost right now. Wait,
Look at
so
this.
what?
All right, look.
Yeah, just watch the vid.
I don't know. It might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say.
Oh,
what's
Yeah.
that?
the fuck was that? What the hell was that?
I say you just build off of those people.
Now, normally I would have just been like, nah, that was a camera glitch, right? An anomaly in the film, but every single person saw it, and he had a physical reaction to it, almost like when a person really walks by you, right? When a person passes in your peripheral, right? You see a little bit of movement, and you just look up, just to confirm, right? That's exactly what happened, right? As this thing passed him, it caught his peripheral. He just looked up to confirm. It was spot on, like exact. He was reacting to whatever that was. There was something there. It may not have been physical, but he saw it. Everybody did. How do you explain that? Yep. Just had to confirm. Yeah, that's 100% what happens when you wake up the witch and Left 4 Dead. And this footage, I know it's AI, but it looks really good. Like I said, this AI could be used to make some pretty good horror movies. Like, this is a really good application for it. The camera stayed steady. It wasn't jumping around. Like, it looks good. This looks good for a horror movie application, and I wouldn't be mad if they used AI in horror movies, right? Like, make some of these shots better, make some of this stuff a little bit more believable.
Sí.
Tranquila, mami, tranquila, tranquila, no pasa nada. Pa, pero es que es mi voz.
Tranquila, tranquila, no es nada. No tengan miedo porque si no eso se alimenta de nosotros, ¿eh? No tengan miedo.
Papá, pero ¿quién es? Tranquilos, tranquila, mami, tranquila, ven. No pasa nada.
Sí, tranquilos, tranquilos, sí.
Escucha, o sea.
No, sí está muy cañón, Cecilia.
Sí, es que ya cada vez está más fuerte esto. ¿Eh? Ya, bebé, ya, tranquila.
A su máquina,
Tranquila,
no
mami,
más.
tranquila, mi amor. ¿Y ahora qué hacemos?
A su máquina, no manches.
Ya, mi bebé, ya. Sí, mi amor, te da miedo, te da
Sí.
miedo. Sí, mi vida, te da miedito.
Tranquilos, no tengan miedo.
Ujú.
No manches, tranquilos, 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 tranquilos.
No, mami, no pasa nada, tranquila.
No manches, güey.
Espérense aquí, tranquilos.
No mames, güey. Sí,
Tranquilo,
tranquilos.
neto, estás temblando,
A su
tranquilo.
máquina, no manches, güey. A la máquina.
Yo creo que me voy con mi mamá yo.
Sí, hay que irnos.
Now, I think this is from the same family as earlier, right? Where the boy was on film but was in the bed at the same time. I'm not sure, but I think it is. And once again, it looks like almost the same situation, right? Like this man has his kids with him, but he hears his kids on the other side of the door begging to come in. And I'm starting to believe this situation, right? He's got his entire family holed up in one room trying to deal with this situation the best he can. And once again, like I said, you know me, normally I'm like, grab the boomstick. We about to go turn something into mist. But these are kids we're talking about. Like, I don't know how to handle this situation. I've never dealt with the mimics or the whole. I think I might have seen a skin. I don't know. I've absolutely never dealt with a mimic situation where these things were using somebody's voice that I know to try to convince me to let them in. Like, I've never seen or heard anything like that. This is absolute insanity, and I don't know how this man deals with this on a day-to-day basis.
So I'm absolutely convinced that they're messing with time, okay? Let me show you something. I set this clock when the time changed. I had to move it back, right? So it's 11:45, almost 46, right? Now, let me show you something. These clocks I set to the same time, 11:45, almost 46. But when I look at the time on my iPhone, let me see if I have another, here, use my other phone. Look at this. 23:52. 7 minutes off. And that's within a matter of 6 months. Look at this. 45, 45, 45. Why would I go out of my way to set all these 7 minutes off? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. 52. I would do it, maybe 10 minutes, but I would do it ahead. Why would I want to be late everywhere I go? Answer me that.
You know, this man might be on to something, right? I know this sounds crazy, but the way I think like things work is they're absolute, right? You know, this plus this equals this all the time. But for some reason, every year we gotta like take time off the clock and then add time on to the clock. And I'm not the smartest man in the world. Y'all know I don't really understand how these things work. Anybody who really understands why that happens, explain it to me, right? But I don't think we really understand time. So I don't think that it is people messing with time, right? I just don't think we really understand it that well, and we're still learning. But there will be a time soon where we're gonna be messing with time. You better believe it.
So there's this movie on Prime, I'm gonna pin it right here, called Multiverse, that sent me down a rabbit hole, literally had my brain so like, it basically went into how alternate realities are very similar to what we got going on right now, where our consciousness is, but a little bit off, and it just... So with that being said, let's do some diving into the multiverse.
Now this is a story.
So there's a real theory in physics that says the universe splits every time a decision is made. Like if you almost text someone and didn't, there's a universe where you sent the text. Like if you was driving and you made a left instead of a right, in some other universe, you made a right or you kept going straight. But it gets worse. Some scientists don't think that the universe splits just because of your choices. They think it's because quantum events. And that basically means reality can't decide, so it basically chooses everything. That would mean there's versions of you who made completely different life decisions, versions of you that don't have the same friend groups you have, even versions of you that ended up in a place that you've never been. The scariest part about it is they're not alternate timelines. They're all happening right now. Like as you're watching this, another version of you is probably like, not. We just can't see them. But here's what messed me up the most. If this theory is real, then you've actually never missed out on anything, because every what if already exists somewhere. So, do you think the multiverse is real, or do you think this is science trying to explain how unreal reality already feels?
I think the multiverse theory is real. I think there's another Smith out there doing whatever. He's probably like a supervillain or something, right? Probably wears a mask all the time. Talks about his diabolical plans to destroy Valentine's Day and stuff like that. I could see it. I could see it. Yep, I could see it.
Have you ever heard someone talk about a glitch in the Matrix, like they found a fingernail in their bed and it's the same fingernails they're wearing right now? Or like a necklace that you had when you were a kid and you haven't seen for 15 years all of a sudden shows up. I had the strangest thing happen to me last night. This is absolutely a glitch in the Matrix. And inside, I'm really trying not to freak out a little bit. I have 6 pillows on my bed. One day, randomly, one pillowcase goes missing. Don't know how. I just look at my pillow and it's gone off the pillowcase, and nobody knows what happened to it. And I can't find it anywhere. I search under my bed, I search where I would normally put all of my blankets and stuff. I ended up having to go to the store and buy 2 more pillowcases. Now, I use the same 2 pillows pretty much every single night. So I go to get my pillow, I put it under my head, and it's like hard. It doesn't feel normal. I'm like, what is that? Why does it feel like that? I reach inside the pillowcase to fluff the pillow. There's a second pillowcase on the pillow. So I take it off. I'm like, what the heck? And how is there 2 pillowcases on this pillow when I only put 1 pillowcase on the pillow? And it gets even weirder because I'm feeling it and it still doesn't feel normal, and I realize there is a 3rd pillowcase on the pillow. I wish that I was making this up. Here's the pillow in question. Look at the stitching. Like the 2 lines of stitching. That's 1 pillowcase. Same 2 lines. This is the pillow itself. What the heck is going on here?
Yeah, I ain't never been in a situation where my items duplicated themselves or anything like that. And I've heard this a lot. Seen a lot of videos, where people deal with this situation. But I haven't ever dealt with this before. Y'all let me know if y'all have done, dealt with something like this in the comments.
Is it a possibility that the roles of men and women have been reversed? Most people who have children will tell you, boys are usually more sensitive and emotional, and girls are usually more fiery and assertive. And what do we tell boys and girls? We tell boys not to cry. We tell girls to suppress their anger. And we have a society of men who are emotionally shut down, and women who struggle to be assertive. But that was not natural. That was 100% conditioning. I think it stands to reason that masculinity and femininity could be the complete opposite of what we were taught. It is time to bring back balance. If this resonates with you, I talk about awakened parenting. You can follow for more free content, and I have tools in my bio.
I have no idea what this guy is talking about. I think that the men are fine. I think that the women are fine. Right? I just think we both need to lean more back into our roles, right? Stop trying to be each other. I know girls that are trying to act like dudes and dudes that act like women. It's kind of strange, right? But yeah, I don't think. I think that I think that's weird. I think that's strange, right? The idea that we have so many weak men. That's weird to me.
So in this video, you can see me grabbing a lemon, right? I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half once more right there. You can see me cut it, right? I go get a bag. Okay, I grab the bag, I go back for the lemon, and I grab the lemon, and I touch it, and I'm like, why is it not cut in half? In my face, I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like inspecting it, I take it out of the bag, I grab this lemon, trying to see if I cut that one. I recut the lemon, because the lemon wasn't cut anymore. I'm freaking out because of
Am I glitching? Or what's going on? What? Who copied and pasted? What?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, this is Starflight, your Medicare Advantage assistant. How are you?
Oh no, this is an elevator. You got the wrong number, bruh.
Oh.
Do you guys see this like line in my pool? Cause like if I go to touch it, there's nothing there. It's like not a piece of hair, but it's like this line. I know I'm not crazy. What is that?
This lady's been standing in the same spot looking just like that. Oh my gosh, what the hell is happening?
I think out of all of those, the first one was the craziest, right? Like the fact that we watched her chop that lemon down. We watched her chop it. We seen it, right? I watched it. I don't know. Was y'all watching? Was y'all looking? Right? She cut that lemon down. Boom. Cuts it again. How come when she went back to grab it, it was whole again? How does that work? How does that work? Right? And then now she got video proof showing that she cut it. You know what I mean? She had to go back and check to make sure she wasn't going crazy. How do you explain that? Things aren't adding up. Physics ain't physicsing.
I'm pretty sure that this app just made like an AI rendering of me or my likeness without my consent. So, sayonara, TikTok, not cool. I just made a video and I felt crazy. I'm literally like shaking because this is getting a little too Orwellian for me. I don't like it. I was sitting here recording a TikTok. I had a point to make. I'm talking the entire time. I'm speaking continuously. I am sober. I am not tripping. I'm speaking the entire time, sitting here making this TikTok. The only time I make a pause is when I pause to tell my dog to sit on his, like he has like a designated blanket on the couch. I'm telling him to sit on top of that. So I take a pause and I go back to talking about what I was talking about. I never stop talking. At no point do I take a pause in talking. I go to play back the video to edit, make sure everything looks good before I upload. And after the point that I correct my dog, it's literally just video of me kind of like being weird. And I can't really explain it any other way. Like I'm sitting there like making faces in the camera, doing things that I was not doing when I was sitting here just a moment. I was talking and making a point and speaking on a particular subject matter in the video. And then when I played it back, it's literally like 2 minutes long of me doing something that I was not sitting here doing just now. Literally, I'm gonna put it here right now.
This was super weird glitch in the Matrix, or is something fishy, WDT.
Oh my God.
But even the movements look weird.
Yo. I'm like literally in tears right now because this is the weirdest shit. I was filming a TikTok. I was talking the whole time. I was talking the whole entire time.
And it just gets to a point where it just stops. You can see here where I'm talking. You can see here where I'm talking.
To be able to observe that a lot of the times, like, those students just want the HBCU experience. They want to hang out in the hood. You know, they want to be around hood activities.
And then it just pans to me. I told my dog to sit on top of his blanket on the couch. I told my dog to sit on top of his blanket on the couch. And then I went back into talking about the subject matter that I was talking about. I never stopped speaking. Now I'm playing this back and it just has me being weird, like silent, like playing with my hair, like making faces in the camera. And I swear to God, I was not doing that. It looked to me, I'm like shaking because it's unnatural. I was not doing this just now. I was speaking into the camera directly for like over 3 minutes. And it just at 2:25 here or wherever, it stops. And look, my mouth isn't even moving. I swear to God, y'all, I was talking. I kept going on the subject I was talking about. I was not doing this. I was not doing this. This is so weird to me. This is making me so uncomfortable because I was not doing this at all. I was talking in the camera. What the I was talking in the camera and it literally just stops and it has me doing that. I have no idea what this is. I was not doing this, guys. I was talking. And it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Me sitting there in silence, looking around, making faces. I was not doing this.
I seen another situation just like this where they were taking like them live pictures, that like move and then it takes a snapshot and the camera was just like making up its own pictures from I don't know, or was making its own videos from the pictures that they were taking or something like that. And I'm thinking like, yeah, that's the AI. The AI just hijacked your likeness. They're practicing. It's practice, right? We're messing around with these programs. That's just practice for the AI, and that's what she seen. That's what came out just then is the practice for the AI was supposed to happen after her video. They kind of overlap probably, but yeah, she just busted the AI practicing her likeness, and that's kind of scary.
Okay, I have to make a video because this is the weirdest shit in the whole world. So I'm sitting here in Devin's room, whatever, he's playing his games, and he was asking me about my books. And then I get down here and he's like, oh, what's that one? Pull it out and I'm like, oh, that's the anti-matrix, right? The glitch in the matrix. And then I get super fucking confused because directly under that one is this book, right? The one I'm currently reading right now, sitting out in the living room, right? So already makes no sense. Never got two of these books. And it's even weirder because I'm on chapter 19. Do you see that? The nick in the fucking book? Then you open it to that page. Let me try to do this with one hand. It's like right on the same chapter. Like, I'm so fucking confused. And under that book too.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I believe this. Now normally I don't dive too much into the glitch in the matrix, right? I don't. It's easy for you to get an item double, but I own a lot of books, from like comic books to what else we got? Coloring books. I've been collecting books my entire life. Coloring books, regular reading material. I love all types of books, right? I love learning. That's just something I've always loved. And I can tell you in my entire life, in 40 years of my life, I've never bought a book twice. I've never had to. I've never bought a book twice. Right? Now I've read a book twice. I've read a book 3, 4, 5 times, right? But I've never bought a book twice. I'm starting to believe this, right? There is no reason for her to have that same book, right? And she's reading it. She's actively reading it at this time. And then she finds a copy of the book on the same with you know how you fold your little pages when you didn't have bookmarks. That little fold in it right there. Chapter 19, the same chapter that she's at. Like what? What is really going on here at this point? I don't know how to explain this, y'all. But I'm really starting to believe that the program is glitching out. It's making doubles and triples. This might explain why people feel like there's another version of them that done this, or the deja vu and all of it. Yeah, because we're glitching out at this point, right? We didn't hit maximum capacity, and our hard drive is full, or our processor, it can't put out. I don't know what's going on, but we see that now reality is starting to crack, and it's getting wild. All I know is there's something extremely wrong with that mirror. I done seen that mirror show up in like 12 different videos. That thing needs to be tested. They need to have that down in the Vatican. I don't know what's going on with this mirror, but it's not normal. Like I said, I would be willing to bet that it's probably cursed, right? That thing needs to be studied. Anyway, that's going to be the video, y'all. If you made it this far, I appreciate you, because I know you could have been anywhere else on this planet, but you decided to be here with your boy. That means a lot. I promise it does. Anyways, I'm out.